Hey guys, what's going on? It's CRACKA SUDDEN DEATH Here, coming to you guys in another video. Today I got some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay coming at you guys on the map Aquarium. Today I'm using the CUDA once again, and I'm using the Quick Draw attachment grip and extended mags in this gameplay. I got the integer camo on here, and the integer camo is just one of the best looking camos in the game. I will just say that flat out. For one of the basic camos that you can just unlock for every weapon, it is probably the best, if not one of the best camos. It just looks so good. I'm also using Spectre as my specialist today, active camo. I really like active camo a lot. I've had some moments just activating active camo, moving across the map and getting into a position where I can take out 2 or 3 guys in the game. I don't really think that happens here, but just, you know, clear a room out with active camo. It has happened before, and I really do like it. I went 26 and 13 in this gameplay. Not too bad. I was actually pretty happy about it. There are certain moments during the game where you can't hear them, but in the background I have people talking to me during this gameplay. So there'll be moments where I'm not as responsive or not as paying attention because I'm trying to listen and communicate with them, whether it's a parent or a brother or something like that. So there's just some moments during the gameplay here that happens, and I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Alright, so actually what I want to do today is something I've never done before in any of the videos I ever made. All of them have been doing this for a year, so this is the first time I've ever been doing this. So please bear with me, guys. This is, like I said, the first time I've done this. Hopefully I won't bore you, but I'm going to tell a story today. And the story I'm going to tell you guys about is a time I pulled a prank at summer camp with a bunch of my friends. I've actually pulled multiple pranks, but this is one of the most memorable pranks I have done. So we always got one campsite at summer camp each year as we went there. It's one specific campsite, and it was so great. It was placed right in the middle of everything. It was so convenient, really close to the dining hall, really close to the camp store, really close to all the activities that we were doing throughout the week. It was flat. It was very well kept. We, as a group, have been keeping it up throughout the year, and we always got this campsite. But as you may have guessed already, we're not getting this campsite this year. So we get there to the camp, and some other group is already in our campsite, and we cannot believe this. My friends and I, we're so pissed off right now. This is the campsite we always got. We're totally expecting this is what we're getting, and now we're told that we aren't getting this campsite. And what actually happened was one of our leaders, who was supposed to book the campsite or request it or whatever you want to call it, did not do that, or forgot to do it, or somewhere the request got lost. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. It was just a little that's just what I heard later on, but that's what happened. So we were all very mad that this had happened. So anyways, we go ahead and get back in the vehicles, and we begin to drive to the next campsite we're going to be at, which we have no idea where it's going to be at. There's one very large hill, or you can call it a small mountain if you want, in camp. And we begin to go up this, and it is very steep, very rocky. Even the road is incredibly steep. It's like walking straight up the hill. And we begin driving up this hill, and we find out that our campsite is at the top of this mountain, at the very top of this mountain, the last possible campsite up there, which was conveniently named Trails. And we were all very mad because we were going to be making multiple trips throughout the day, up and down throughout the camp, and having to walk back to the campsite and 2 activities throughout the day. And we were walking up this hill so many times. We were very mad about this. We normally pull a prank on a fellow camper, but this year we had decided that we were definitely pulling the prank on the leader that forgot to book the campsite. Late that night, after we got back from our meal and a couple activities that we had for that day, we all got inside one of our tents. It was a pretty big canvas tent, and there was about 6 or 7 of us. I can't exactly remember how many there were. We decided to try to figure out what we should actually do in this prank. And we didn't want to do something, you know, tying a wrist around his arm and him pulling the bucket down or something like that, which we had done before and actually successfully worked. I mean, it actually worked. It was really amazing. But we didn't want to do anything of that nature because we really didn't want to get into trouble or, you know, something of that severe. But we wanted to just, you know, have a little laugh and say, hey, man, thanks for forgetting to book our campsite. Anyways, one of my friends just suddenly comes up with this idea. He says, we're going to get saran wrap his car, and then we're going to get It's a Girl balloons and tie them to the car, the rear view mirrors, all the stuff on there, and then we're gonna get the paint that you can spray on the cars and write congratulations and a bunch of other things on the car, just pretending that we are this guy. He's somebody else. We got his car wrong, that his wife had a girl, why he was at summer camp, and we thought it was a great idea. It was amazing. This camp was totally random. All of a sudden sudden he just came up with this idea. It must have been from God or something. Anyway, so we need to figure out where to get all this stuff to do this for. So luckily we had one of my friends' dads was coming down. He was the last person coming down that week. He was coming down Wednesday or Thursday. So we got in contact with him, and he said that he would pick up all of this stuff for this prank we needed to pull. We decided to pull the prank Friday night, Thursday night, so he could see it. So it'd be there Friday morning, and he could clean it up during that day because we were leaving Saturday morning. Anyways, Thursday night comes, and we have been staying up late drinking soda and all kinds of crap, and finally it is time to pull the prank. So as we're heading down this huge hill to go to the parking lot to pull the prank, there is this really loud diesel engine coming up the hill, and it was so quiet outside. It was a really clear night, it was a really beautiful night, and it was so quiet. The sound of a leaf falling and hitting the ground would have been a loud sound. It was so quiet. So this car comes up the hill, and it was like an F12050 or something, man. It was loud as crap. It comes up the hill, and we all run off the road. We freak out, run off the road. I ran to the ditch, laid down. Luckily there was no water or anything in it, but a few of my friends ran into a campsite that we were right next to. They ran into the campsite and hid. Well, as you probably guessed, this truck came right by me and pulled right into this campsite. So again, I wanted to run. I wanted to run so far and so fast and just get back to the campsite. I wanted no part of it. I was gonna let them explain their way out of it. Luckily though, their picnic tables inside the campsite had tarps over them, so they were able to actually hide under the tarps and then get out of the campsite once this guy went back to his tent. Why this guy was out so late at night, I don't know. I guess the same thing could have been said of us, but is what it is. Anyways, they get out of the campsite, and we start walking back down to the parking lot. So as we get there, we find the car and go ahead and start saran wrapping this car. And his son was actually helping us pull the prank, so he actually had keys to the car. He was old enough to drive, so we opened up the car, saran wrapped the steering wheel, the seats. It was totally saran wrapped. I'll actually show a picture of it at the end of the video. It might actually be the thumbnail, I don't know, but stay tuned for that picture. Anyways, so we did all of that, and it was done. It was about 3:30, 3:45 by the time we were all done with it, and we put the balloons on, the paint, etc., and got back to the campsite, went to bed. We actually ended up getting up at 6:30 that morning because we had to do flags, and I was so mad because we had gotten about 2 hours of sleep. So after everything had finished that day, we got back to the campsite, and we were just trying to see if he had been down to the car at all. We were asking a couple people that knew we had done this prank to him, and they said he hadn't even gone down to his car once. He hadn't even talked about his car or mentioned even doing that, and we could not believe that at all. We were pretty mad that happened. Anyways, what happened and how we found out about it was one of the mothers were there, and one of the sons had sent his mother the picture of the car we had done. Anyways, she was showing pictures to the leader we pulled a prank on, and she accidentally flipped to this picture, and he found out about it. It was pretty funny what he did. We actually had to go clean it all up. Thanks for showing him the picture. We were hoping we wouldn't have to do that, but we cleaned it all up, and at the end of the day, he laughed about it. He actually thought it was really funny, which we were very happy about. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did enjoy the story, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe I can do more like these. Again, this is the first time I've ever done something like this, so I am definitely a noob at doing this. Guys, I'm going to show you the picture of the car here in just a second. Here it is. This is actually a picture that I took of the car itself. We actually began to take stuff off of the car, and then I was like, hey, I should take a picture of this before we did so. I could not get the picture of the full car that was done. Nobody else had it, or I couldn't find anybody else that did have it. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the Dark Nation YouTube channel as well. Also, guys, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. It is Sudden Death Gaming. Link is in the description below. As always, thanks for watching this video, guys. And this is your CRACKA Sudden Death Here. Sign out, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star.